Hi everyone, welcome back. This week, if you love knit dresses, boy, do I have a knit dress for you. This week's inspiration came from the BCBG Dell wrap dress and the 2013 huge ruffle trend. So let me take you through the details of the dress, and first of all we're going to start with the bodice. The bodice has a surplice neckline. As you can see here, it has the two overlapping pieces to the front, and then there is gathers coming from right to left when you actually have the dress on. At the shoulder, there is gathers right here towards the neckline. The sleeve it comes a little bit over the natural shoulder. And these sleeves, the pattern piece is kind of interesting. It has a flat top for the sleeves, so it is meant to carry over like this. And then the sleeves are just a 3/4 length sleeve. And then there is shoulder pads that's inserted in the bottom, and as you can see, these shoulder pads are 1/4 inch thick, so they don't bulge out. And these gathers, it kind of camouflages the shoulder pads in the bottom, so that someone that's looking at you, they're not going to see the shoulder pads. Also, it has the lining and the top, so all of that kind of adds to camouflage the shoulder pads. And I will show you how I install the shoulder pads right here. So this is a close-up of how I attach the shoulder pads to the inner lining of the bodice. I just basically slip stitched it on there. And that's what it looks like. So this is the flounce of the skirt, the ruffle, the huge ruffle, which makes up the major detail of the dress. And as you can see, it's very, very huge when it's opened out. Alright, so this is the deal with this flounce. I was wondering how they did it, because originally I thought that they was probably one piece of fabric and then you would have to do a narrow hem. But as you can see here, it's actually two pieces. You stitch it on the round side and then you flip it over, and then it's attached by putting them in between the two pieces of the skirt. So this is one piece here, this is another piece here, and this goes into the middle, and then you do the seam right here. So I thought that was a great application for that. But then it has these pleats at the waistline. You see that? The pleats are, you make the pleats once the two pieces are attached together for the ruffle, and then you stitch it on to the bodice top at the waistline. And then once those two pieces are stitched on, then you add the elastic into the waistline. So the pleats was giving it that lovely ruffle effect, and it's really neat and really, really beautiful. It's very well done. So this is the back bodice of the dress, and here is where the elastic casing is. Now you see how neat that looks? You will see in my finished photos, it looks like there's no elastic in there. They use a 1/4 inch elastic, and it just lays flat and neat in that casing. And this is the full view of the dress. And this is the back. For this look, I decided to take it down a bit. I paired up the dress with these chocolate brown Mary Jane pumps and also matching leggings. This dress could go any way you like it, but seeing that I was planning to wear it to the office, I decided that I wanted it to be a little more sophisticated, a little less glamorous. So I hope you guys enjoyed the review as always, and I will see you in a couple weeks. Bye.